I have a lot of friends who are musicians, and that's fun. We get together on occasion and jam, play music together. Last week, over at a friend's house, and we're playing guitar, and he says, "You like that guitar you're playing?" I said, "Yeah, it's a great guitar." He said that I could have his guitar for free, no strings attached. And I said, "No, thank you. The fuck do I want a guitar without strings for? It wouldn't make any sound if there weren't strings on it." I love music, but I prefer to hear it live than on an iPod. And just about done with concerts because I'm old and I'm balding. I'm just sick of answering the same questions all the time. Am I lost? No, I'm not lost. No, I will not buy you beer. I've never understood drinking at concerts anyways. Like, there's pot everywhere. You go to a concert, there's pot everywhere. Jocks smoking pot. You know how easy it is to steal pot from a jock? Jocks are easy to spot with pot because they're the muscular ones holding the joint as if it were a cockroach that they just found in a pile of poop. They get that disgusted ew face going. Oh, and to the live acts performing out there for people. You don't have to tell us which album the next one you're going to play is from, alright? Oh, and to bands that are performing out there, to any musicians listening to this, you don't have to tell us which album the next song is from, okay? If we paid $80 to hear you fucking play in concert, we probably have already stolen that CD online. So, you don't have to this is from our album. You don't need to tell us. We already know. We're fans. We paid to see you. If somebody dragged us along to the show and we've enjoyed ourselves, we're just going to go home and steal the songs off the internet anyway, so you don't have to tell us which album they're from. Oh, to anybody watching these videos that I post and they want to send me email clips or web links, please stop sending me celebrity sex tapes or celebrity sex tape links, because there's very little sex on them. I'm sick of receiving links and being told to check out some hot action and there's no sex. That Carmen Electra one, no sex. Last year there was a Miss America pageant Miss America contestant who apparently was in a sex tape, and it was all like, what? It was a few girls sitting in a hot tub. That shit is annoying, because it's keeping me from watching actual pornography, which I have no problem with whatsoever. I appreciate the fact that some people have no time for watching other people have sex, and I'll make up the difference for them. While I enjoy porn, I can honestly say that I'm not interested in celebrity sex tapes, because by and large, they're not that interesting. Most celebrities are boring fucks. Why? Because they're already popular, they're wealthy, they're desired for, and when you put those ingredients together, you know what you get? A dead fuck. People who are popular and wealthy, people who are popular and wealthy, they do not fuck like they need it. And that makes all the difference. Successful people rarely fuck well. I've seen a couple of celebrity tapes and they're boring. They're not shot well, because most of the time the camera's being held by some fucking guy, some celebratard, trying to hold the camera while you're fucking or getting blown. Going to look like the Blair Witch Project. It's all shaky. Shaky cam is not fun. Celebrity sex tapes have helped relaunch a few careers. People who would no longer be required in our pop culture anymore. Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee, Bret Michaels, all of whom had great careers after providing us with mediocre entertainment. Their careers peaked, and they started going to the toilet. Nobody gave a shit. All of a sudden a tape comes out of them having sex, or their publicist posted it online, or their careers improved. You know, all of a sudden they get TV reality shows. You know, poor Fred Durst can't get a break. Some of you may forget, but back in 2002, Limp Bizkit were huge. Biggest band in the world in 2002. By 2004, nobody gave a shit. The Bizkit were, in fact, they were the shock and awe. Shock and awe was the invasion of Iraq, 2002, 2003, and then by 2004, nobody was saying shock and awe anymore. Shock and yawn, more like it. I can't think of a band that was as loved and then as quickly disposed of stuff as Limp Bizkit. We wanted it, then we got it. A year later, everybody else was like, no, I'm done. I'm so done. I want to start a lottery just for obese people and call it Fat Chance. I just think that rubs it in more to the impoverished of the earth when it's a real big three-chin massive person winning the lottery. It just hurts more because they have to look at the Ethiopian Gazette or whatever periodical they get their information in, and they see a big fat person with a big fat novelty check, and then the dying person's like, oh, but you were already well fed. It's like he won the lottery twice. Chubby means lazy here. In Canada and the United States, when we see a chubby person, we think they're lazy, okay? Everywhere else in the world, they think it's fortunate. This is something we do not take into consideration in Western lands, where we've demonized obesity as an illness, which is insane. 4 million people starve to death every year. Obesity, while it may make the person less attractive to most of the general public, it's clearly not as life-threatening as, say, starving. See, these fucking reports on the news, the battle of the bulge. Obesity increases the risk of heart disease and diabetes. Yeah. You know what kills people even quicker? Not having food. Heart disease takes decades and is a decadent way to go. I'll take 50 years of greasy hamburgers shutting down my heart over choking on sand and suffering massive organ failure due to malnutrition. That's not greed, that's proximity. When starving Africans see newspapers, pictures of bloated Westerners, they are not thinking, they are much too big to be wearing that outfit. The African isn't thinking that. The African is thinking, must find food or die. It's a little difficult to be catty when your stomach fibers are digesting themselves. That actress is looking a little heavier this year. Oh wait, I'm dying. A lot of people give to charities, and I think that's great. You know, keep the armies of Africa well fed so that the prices of diamonds can come down a little bit to a decent level. That's important. I'm not really a jewelry guy.